A leader who fed the hungry not only locally but also on a national level has died.
Jane Avery was diagnosed with stage 4 brain cancer 8 months ago. She was 62 years old. News Channel 15 Sara Wagner joins us now from Studio 15.
Jane served as executive director of Community Harvest Food Bank for nearly the last 2 decades. Her life may have been cut short by a terrible disease, but those who knew her best say she leaves behind an incredible legacy.
She focused on the people. Jane always talked about feeding the hungry with dignity, and she was a firm believer of that.
Jane's passion for helping others started at a very early age. She grew up in Rockford, Ohio, where her dad owned a grocery store. Spending most of her childhood there or on her grandpa's farm gave Jane an appreciation for food and making it accessible to all.
She had that drive. She was committed. She was a leader. She really made you want to do great things.
Friends describe her as a visionary and a great leader with ideas that revolutionized food banks across the country.
She was a pioneer. People respected her. People listened to her.
Jane became executive director of Community Harvest in 1996. In her nearly 20 years of leadership there, she helped more than triple the bank's annual budget to serve nearly 400 organizations.
Jane has touched this community in ways that you can't ever thank her enough.
Jane served on a number of boards locally as well as on a national level, a resource to political leaders including former Senator Richard Lugar, Congressman Marlin Stutzman, and former Governor Mitch Daniels.
You couldn't say no to Jane. Well, you could, but at the end you would still want to do and would do something for Jane, but for the cause. For feeding the hungry.
Jane's impact can be seen across the country. She set up temporary food banks during several major disasters, including Hurricane Katrina. Jane's passion and expertise also took her to Capitol Hill, where she served on a committee panel discussion on the food stamp program reform.
There's still thousands of hungry people out there, and she never lost sight of that. She will certainly be missed.
Reporting in Fort Wayne, Sara Wagner, News Channel 15.